Hi, I'm Marissa. We are going to do a warm-up. This is a great video to do, especially if you're about to do lower body. It's really going to focus on the lower body, getting it open, warm, loose, able to do all the moves that you want to do without injury. So let's get our muscles prepared for a workout. Again, especially if you're doing lower body, it'll be perfect. We're going to start with, I call it bend and snap. I know that's not the technical term, but I got it in my head one time that this is what Elle does in Legally Blonde, and I just can't, it's what's in all my notes now, and I've forgotten what people actually say. So you're gonna go down, lift, it's the back of your leg stretch, right? It's just an active hamstring stretch. But we're gonna call it bend and snap. So, if you have a crush at the gym, this is a great one to do. If you have a crush at your home, maybe do this one while they're looking. I don't know. Seemed to work. But it is a good one to really loosen up, get warm. Active stretches are great to do as warm-ups because it's getting your muscles warm and ready to be moldable. So like when we sit in our stretches, that's not really beneficial unless our muscles are warm. So that's why we want to do moving stretches when we're warming up. All right, next, we are going to do quad walk kicks. It's kind of like butt kickers, but you're walking. So you should really feel it right here, that flex. Very nice. Whew. And this all should get your heart rate up, right? Like we are getting warm, we are getting ready to move and work out. Our heart rate should get up, we should get warm. You might even start to sweat a little bit depending on how intensely you're doing it and how easily you sweat. All right. Okay, now that that's all warm, we're gonna do some hip circles. You're gonna lift your knee, circle it around, come down. Lift, circle, good. We're going to do 2 more and then switch directions. Good. You're going to switch. Keep breathing. Let's do 1 more. And good. You're going to circle the other hip. Here we go. So we're just wanting to make sure, switch directions, that our hips, they should be able to move in multiple directions, multiple planes of motion, right? So that's what we're doing right now. We're just kind of making sure they're awake, they're ready, and maybe also taking note that if something doesn't feel right or feels tighter than usual, we're kind of making a note because it's not worth getting injured over, right? Okay, so we are going to cross if you're mirroring me, you're going to cross your right foot over and take a side body bend. And then you'll hold it for just a couple seconds, switch and stretch, hold for a couple seconds, switch and keep switching. We'll do a few more each way. Good. Let's do 1 more each direction. So you should feel that all down your side. Very nice. Okay, we are going to do side to side lunge stretch. So again, we're only holding for a couple seconds. You're gonna go down, feel it all here, come up, go down again, feel it all here, and we just keep going. And switch, and switch. This usually feels really good because those adductors can get really tight. Also, we've been moving pretty consistently, pretty constantly. This one kind of slows it down a little bit. Very nice. One more each way. And this one kind of gets your glutes ready to go too, because when you are going down, you're having to squeeze them to come back up. So kind of waking up the glutes so they're ready to go. Again, great for lower body. You are going to come in a high lunge. This should be pretty comfortable. Back leg is straight. You're going to tuck your hips under so that you feel a nice stretch here. And we're just going to hold that for a little bit. Get a nice hip flexor stretch. You don't have to go too deep because the way that you're tilting your hips, that should help get here really good. And then we're going to take the arm, as the same arm as the leg that's back. You're going to take it and do a side body stretch again. So you'll feel this just like you did earlier, but it should also deepen into here. Just kind of makes what we were doing earlier a little bit more intense and a little bit different, of course. Our legs are different. Okay, step together, step your other leg back, tilt your hips under, get nice and comfortable in there, hold, take your arm, reach up and over. I do like to say to reach up first because it really elongates you rather than you just kind of crunching over. It allows you to lengthen as you stretch, which then is really good for getting that side stretch. Okay, you're gonna face back forward. Clasp your hands behind your back, open your chest. Hold that for just a few seconds. And then we're going to forward fold. You can keep your hands clasped as long as it's comfortable. And then you'll let them go. Reach for the ground. We are going to bend and straighten our legs. We'll do that for about 10. So you drop down, come up, drop down, and come up. Good. We'll do 3 more. On the last one, we are going to stay at that low squat. We're going to hold the next one down. Now, if this is tough for you, you can have your heels up. You can just stay right here, wherever it's comfortable. But if you can sit down, this is where we're looking to be. Helps with hip mobility. We just, again, want to make sure that our hips are able to move in the way that we want them to. If this is too rough for your knees, then you can continue doing the bend and straighten while we're doing this. While I'm doing this. Good. Plant your hands, straighten your legs, and slowly roll up. We are going to now push hand to opposite knee and then switch push hand to opposite knee. So this is starting to fire up your core. And again, by the end of it, after this and the next one, it should get your heart rate up just a little bit, which is what we want to have done when we're getting into our workout. We want to be nice and warm. So by pressing, you're really flexing your stomach. So really push against that knee. Good, kind of testing balance too. Very nice. We'll do 2 more each leg, and then we're going to go directly into marches. So we're gonna do 1 more, push this knee, push the other knee, arms up, and march. Again, make sure you're really engaging your core to help lift your knees. Very nice. All right, we'll do 8 more. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and you should be all warm and ready to do your workout. Sometimes I do like to just do those as my movement for the day, and if that's where you're at today, then that's perfect. My heart rate is a little bit up. I'm feeling really good feeling energized and ready to take on my next task. I hope to see you next time.